Okay, hello baddies. So I am going to walk you through a very quick and easy tutorial on how to set up your astrocartography map. Okay, so let's do it. All right, Bibs. So I want you to go to astro-seek, okay? And when you get there, I know it's like, what is all of this, right? The ads, it can feel chaotic, okay? But I got you. I want you to scroll down to branches of astrology, and I want you to click on relocation astrology. Okay? This is going to take you to your astrocartography astro map calculator. Okay? So enter your info. So I'm just going to enter mine real quick. Uh, um, So just make sure you have your exact birth time. Okay, I know sometimes we're like, oh, my mom says I was born around 9 a.m. Girly girl, like uh, 2 minutes can make a huge, huge difference. Okay, babes? So please, if you can, I know not everybody is able to, but if you can, to get your birth certificate, to get your exact birth time, or you can do gosh, what's it called? Chart, I believe it's called rectification, which you can get a reading done by an astrologer who um, is like well trained in that. They just have like a very specific way and certain set of questions they ask you to get you as close to your birth time as possible. I don't know the exact process. I have not done that, although that is something I am thinking about because I know there are many baddies out there who don't know the birth times. So I highly suggest that. Okay. All right. So I put in my birth information. Here we are. This is the map. And I know you're like, what the hell? Okay. What I want you to pay attention to is you didn't have to change any settings. Okay. We're all set up. Like you don't have to touch anything. But here is what I want you to pay attention to. So you will see a ton of lines. They'll run along the top, right? You'll see the planet. I want you to look at the outside of the map first. We're going to see the planet symbols. You're going to see you're going to see the angles, IC, MC. On the side, you're going to see more of the planets again. You're going to see ascendant, descendant. Okay, and that's going to run along the bottom as well, and then up this side. Okay, so every planet on your map is on one of the four angles. So I'll show you an example. Let's go to my sun line. Okay, so first you got to know your symbols, your planetary symbols. Okay, if you don't know that, I do have a freebie. It's on my website, on my freebie section. My what do I call it? I know I renamed it. It's not Astrology 101. It is shoot. We'll navigate that together. But it's on my freebies page, my like understanding your astrology. I have like a planetary or Google it. Easy. Even AstroSeek I think has like a symbol key for that. So you got to know your planetary symbols, the glyphs. Okay, and so for example, here's my sun line here, right? So this is my sun MC, but my sun is also going to have an IC. Then we go to the side here, AC, which is ascendant. Is it over on this side? Oh, and then my sun down here, descendant, right? So every planet in your chart is either on the ascendant, descendant, IC, or MC, the midheaven, okay? That's why there's so many lines, right? Because every planet has four of those lines, right? Because we're on the angle. So here's what that means. And I'm going to say it briefly because you can find more of this information in my Move Maker freebie PDF, which I will link in the notes to this video if you don't have it already. So basically, like my sun line is going to activate on my MC through career things. People are going to come to me for my visibility. I'm going to be the preferred person that they want for what I do in my profession on my MC line. Very, very good for gaining authority and visibility in my career, which I'm on my career line. This is where I started my business in New York City, like Sun MC, right? Now, my sun I see is going to take on a different form. This is going to show up in home. So this is really like taking pride in my home, in my family foundations. So this is more like wanting to be private. And so if I were wanting to launch a business or like get more visibility for my career, I wouldn't necessarily go to my sun IC. Okay. And then sun ascendant. This is going to show up for me, and people will be like, this can be good too for career as well. I know it seems a little like, how does that work? But because the sun ascendant is about you, it's like also people will be attracted to you for what you do. This is really good for artists, right? Who need people to see them for their unique perspective in what they do, right? So this comes to fruition in your identity and your appearance, okay? And then the sun descendant, this would be the sun traits come to me through other people, okay? So this is often like the descendant lines are going to like, you'll notice maybe that's maybe some of your friends or like coaches, mentors, they probably live on one of your descendant lines, right? They're people, especially the sun descendant, they're people that come to you and usually help bring you some sort of opportunity. And this is sun descendant specifically. But again, so for example, like one of my astrology mentors lives on my sun descendant line, right? So there is that. So again, we want to apply the angle's meaning to that planet's meaning. And I want you to remember this key thing, okay, is that your astrocartography lines are dependent upon the condition of that planet in your birth chart. So, for example, let's see, my Venus line is, so my Venus is in Pisces, which means Venus is exalted here. Venus loves being in Pisces. So my Venus line is going to be amazing to go to for creativity, money. You know, this would be awesome for my partner and I to go on my Venus line, Venus descendant line specifically for like a vacation, right? But if let's say your Venus is in Scorpio in your chart and it's not well supported, that like story that you experience with your Venus in your chart is going to be what you experience on your Venus line. That does not mean that love does not exist for you on your Venus line. It's either going to be very hard and challenging, and it may not be where you want to go to feel open to love, right? I would look at your chart and see what other lines we could go to get you to that love energy. Okay, it's not end all be all with Venus, but that's just an example, right? Your planets on your map are going to depend on the condition of your planet in your birth chart. Okay, now I said earlier I have my Move Maker freebie PDF guide. It explains the planetary lines and the angles. I talk about remote activation. So that is going to be in the description of this video. So scoop that up. If you need more information, you want more from me, I also have a secret 4-episode freebie podcast. They're like 4.5 minute long episodes, 4 episodes, and I talk a little bit more about your astrocartography. So check those out. And then, as always, I am here for you for a reading, and we will get into your lines, what they mean for you, and how to best activate them. Okay? Love you guys, and I'll see you later.